Then for us, we won the game. All our backups came in. Well, majority of backups. A couple of defensive starters did play. But majority of our backups played. Jahan Dotson finally got some burn, got some catches. Tanner McKee was our quarterback. I like Tanner McKee. He should be our second string quarterback next season. Besides that, this was a game, a week ago, this could have been a really special game because of Saquon. But to Nik Sirianni's credit, he did the right thing. And he said his players. And overall, I think it was the right decision. Yeah, as fans, we all want to see it broken. We really do. And I talked about this on our YouTube exclusive, Philly Cooking with Maurice. I talked about it a little bit. But we all wanted to see the record broken. But, they got bigger fish to fry. They got a bigger goal in mind. And that kind of leads me into what went right. No injuries. Even to our backups. Even to our special teams players. No injuries. We didn't.
I thought you were going to say Jahan Dotson getting 94 yards.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah. He was the most targeted receiver. Had the most yards. Shout out to him like I said, shout out to him for getting some burn. Finally, Dallas Goedert came back, by the way, from his IR stint, and he got some touches. That was just to get him in the groove for next week. I was cool with that. And, only thing that went right, no injuries. I will say that for the most part, after week 18, the Eagles have kind of went unscathed when it came to the injuries, besides Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham was the only one that had a long-term injury or a season.
He was recently on ESPN.
Yeah, he was, yeah. And Brandon Graham's 36 years old, so, although he was having a good season, he's not one of the main focal points of our team. So we got lucky with the injuries this season. So we're going into this game against the Packers fully loaded. So there's no excuses from a personnel standpoint. But I'll get into that later when we talk about the playoff matchups, me and Lucas. Besides that, like I said, we're all right. No injuries. Nothing went wrong. If I had a good player game, it would be Tanner McKee. Passed for a good amount of yards.
So who's the backup? Because honestly, you look at Kenny Pickett. No. Just like after this season, who would you rather have, McKee or Pickett? Because I'd almost rather have McKee.
Yeah, McKee. I didn't mention this, by the way, but Jalen Hurts hasn't officially come out of the concussion protocol. I think he will tomorrow.
They said he was limited participation today, I think.
Yeah, but I never heard anything about coming out of the protocol.
He has to do it by Friday, I think.
Yeah, I'll double check that. But as of this recording Wednesday night. Couldn't record last night with technical difficulties. Sorry about that. But as of right now, he's a limited participant in practice. He was on the injury report. He was actually on the injury report today with a concussion and a broken finger on his non-throwing hand. But with all that said, we fully anticipate him being a quarterback Sunday for the Packers game. So